So why now? This is the question I've just drawn out of the hat. Why now should we be talking about software development project management? Well, this is another quote that I've used as inspiration. The quote is, "Software is eating everything." This is a quote from a chap called Mark Andreessen, who was involved in writing the very first, or one of the first, web browsers. So like Chrome, like Internet Explorer, or like Safari. But before that, there was a web browser called Netscape. And he made a lot of money out of that. And then he went on to form his own tech investment company. And about 14 years ago, he wrote a blog post where he said, software is eating everything. And what does he mean by that? What does he mean by the idea of software eating everything? Well, what he means is that almost every aspect of our life now software has inserted itself into that process. So, for example, if you're looking for love, you probably use some kind of website, some kind of dating site. If you're just looking to hook up, you probably use some kind of dating site. If you're hungry, you probably use Uber Eats or Deliveroo. If you're interested in knowing what to think, you're probably going to be looking at political videos on YouTube, or following certain people on social media. If you want to just be friendly with people, you're probably using social media. Most of your finance life is probably done via apps on your phone. And so that's what Mark Andreessen meant by software eating everything, that software is inserting itself more and more into our lives. And so understanding how this works, and even being able to do it yourself, or being able to do it for the organizations that you work for, is more and more a valuable thing. And that's why I think I'm allowed to have as a tagline on this show a short talk about how to rule the world, because these people do rule the world. They're so powerful, they're so wealthy, that they can think about going off and ruling other worlds like Mars, which is quite amazing. So software is eating everything. And since, as I said, Mark Andreessen said that 14 years ago, and since then we've had the advent of AI, which is like really, it doesn't even look like a metaphor anymore, this idea of software devouring things, because AI is just devouring as much human creativity, human energy, every human move, basically. It's taking in and doing with it, we're not entirely sure. So it's become more and more important to really understand what software is, how you can create it, and also how you can possibly have some control over it. And so that's why I think, why now it's a good time to be talking about these things.